All righty. Okay, so welcome to some total body strength. My name is Sam. So for today, we're going to be doing a workout where if you get bored easily, you might like this one because it is, I believe, 18 different movements. So each on the sixth movement, we'll take a little 1 minute rest. But other than that, it's going to be 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest throughout each of those exercises. So we'll get into the warm up first. So we're going to start in that runner's lunge position. So left foot is forward. We're in our runner's lunge here. So we can have right hand on the floor, both hands on the floor. And then we're just kind of leaning into that knee. So it'll pulses forward. Doing the stretch in that right hip flexor a little bit. Continuing to breathe. Switch to the other side, right foot forward. So we will need a set of dumbbells for this one, so make sure you have those available. A couple more little pulses here. All right, bringing that one back. Speaking of dumbbells, let's warm up those forearms. So we're just rocking back and forth. Our palms are on the floor here. Nice and gentle. Getting a little blood flow into the arms, elbows, forearms. All right, going right from that onto the stomach. Let's do 5 Superman. So just bringing our arms off the ground, trying to lift our chest off the floor. Here we go. Here's 5. And down. 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. And pushing ourselves up to standing. Now let's just do 10 body weight squats. We're going to keep our arms overhead to activate our core and obliques a bit. So here we go. Coming down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And for good measure, just to kind of get our heart rate up just a bit, let's do about 30 seconds jumping jacks. And then we'll get into that first part of the strength workout. So again, 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off of these movements. But of course, take breaks as needed. A couple more here. All right, very nice. So I'm just going to demo this first one, and I'm going to demo the rest just as we go during the rest intervals. They should be fairly basic. You've probably seen most of them before. They're not going to be quite as complex as some of my other movements I do. All right, so first one is going to be a sumo squat. So nice wide legs out. You can use 1 dumbbell, you can use 2 dumbbells, use body weight for that one. Here we go. Then again, I'll demo the rest as we get into it. So 40 seconds, starting in up. Here we go. So our feet are kind of externally rotated out to the side. You're going to feel a little bit more on the inside of our legs, or adductors, as they're called. Keeping a nice tall chest. And we're not rounded over here like that. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. 20 seconds off. We're going from that into hammer curls, or we can go neutral grip curls with palms facing out. All right, here we go. Getting ready. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna go alternating for this one. You can go both at the same time, both dumbbells at the same time. Just trying to be nice and controlled, especially with that descent down. Even just like a little half a second pause. 10 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. All right, next going into a single leg RDL, we'll go left side, so left foot's on the ground, dumbbells in our right hand, hitting the glutes and the hamstrings. Fast and furious here. All right, here we go. Left foot planted, dumbbells in that right hand. You can also go to no dumbbell for this one. So you're reaching towards the floor. You don't need to go all the way to the floor. The cue is when our back starts to round, that's when we come up. So you might be able to get all the way to the floor. You might not. It's all about paying attention to our core and our posture here. 10 seconds. Feel the burn, 5 seconds. 2, and 1. All right, next, going from that into tricep extension. So I'm gonna go on my knees for this one just to change it up a bit. Bring dumbbell behind us, extending at the elbows. Getting ready. 3, 2, 1. So from the other side. So everything is pretty much stationary, except for our elbows moving up and down. Our shoulders are trying to be nice and set. 20 seconds. Here for 10. 5. All right. Next, going into that RDL, now just on the right foot. So dumbbells in our left hand. Getting ready. And 5 seconds. There we go. Nice and slow for these. This is a fairly nuanced movement, so another cue to pay attention to is notice my foot will have a tendency to externally rotate, trying to keep your toes pointing forward. So you're activating your hip to make it point forward. Last 5 seconds. All right, 20 seconds off. Next, coming to the floor, going into a chest fly. We're bringing dumbbells out, elbows just about touch the ground, coming up to over our chest. Here we go. So slight bend in those elbows. Should feel a little stretch in those chest muscles. Elbows about hit the floor, exhale, and come up. Keep it going. 3, 2, and 1. All right. We get a little minute breather, mainly to give our forearms a rest, to be honest. So in the interim, grab a drink. If you need to, take a little rest. Otherwise, option to join me for a little forearm stretch. Kind of like what we did at the beginning in that warm-up. Chance to catch our breath as well. So again, there's just one time through each of these movements. It alternates between upper and lower body. So now you kind of know the intensity level to go for. All right, next we're doing an alternating backward lunge in 5 seconds here. I'm gonna go in a goblet squat hold, so just one dumbbell. All right, here we go. Reaching back, trying to get to that kind of 90-90 with both legs, 90 degrees. You can go 2 dumbbells for this. You can go just body weight. Ten seconds. Last one. Nice job. All right. Next, going into renegade row. So this can be on your knees or on your toes. And we're rowing, remember, back versus just straight up. I'm gonna try for on my toes from the beginning. All right, here we go. Coming back. Nice and controlled. On the knees version, same thing. Twenty seconds. Just one time through this. Last 5. Those get you. All right. Next, staying on the ground, a weighted glute bridge. So putting our just one dumbbell on our waistline region, and then we're pressing up through our heels. All right, so pressing through the heels. We're not overarching with the back. So that wouldn't be like that. We're just going so you're parallel with your torso. You can also just do this body weight if this is like a grindy on the bones. Hold that position for half a second at the top. Feel those glutes and hamstrings work. Last one. All right. All right, staying on the ground here. Next, we're doing a alternating single arm chest press. One dumbbell is always up overhead. So on the ground. So one is overhead, and we're pressing up, back and forth. Coming down so that elbow kind of grazes the floor, and then you powerfully exhale up with that arm. Arms are getting shaky. Keep it going. 3, 2, and 1. All right. Next, going into a side lunge. So we're here, lateral lunge either way. With or without a weight. I'm going to try a goblet squat position for this one. Siri's talking to me. Get out of here. So going back and forth. Bringing that butt back each time. Trying to sink into that foot. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. I think last one before our little rest is a alternating front raise. Starting in 10. Feeling it. All right, 3, 2, 1. So come into about shoulder height. Make sure our legs are wide enough so we have a nice supportive base. $15. Last one. 3, 2, and 1. Ooh. All right. Minute rest here. Definitely needed. All right, we are 2/3 of the way through. One more set of 6 exercises. All right, let's hit those forearms for 20 seconds or so. So we're going to start with that staggered squat. So one foot's going to be in front of the other one. All right, let's get into position. So you can use 1 or 2 dumbbells. I'm going to use just 1. So left foot is in front, right leg is behind. Dumbbells in our right hand. And then we're coming up and back down. If you want, you can do 2 dumbbells. You can have one, the other one holding in the lower position. Up to you. 20 seconds. Here for 10. 3, 2, 1. 20 seconds off. Next, we have lateral raise. So we just did front raise. Now we're in lateral raise. Come into shoulder height. Little bend in the elbows. All right, here we go. So you really don't need a lot of weight for these. So if you're using a weight that's fairly heavy, take it quite literally, 1 rep at a time. Take a little rest. Maintain that control. Ten seconds. All right, nice job. All right, next going into that staggered squat. Other leg is forward this time, so right leg's forward. Dumbbells in our left hand. Having like a rack position as it's called. And then you're pressing through really that front leg. And then the other leg is with the heel off the ground, actually. So you're really getting that quad activation in that front leg. Last 5. All right. 3 more to go. Almost there. Next, we're going to do a half kneel. shoulder press. Our left leg is up, right knee is down, pressing with that right hand. This one always gets me. These are tough. Okay, here we go. So we're here, and we're pressing. Up and down, we go shoulder level. Pressing through that foot as well to maintain that balance. Ten seconds. Keep going. Shake it out. Shake it out. All right, and relax. All right, next we have a goblet squat. Or we can do 2 dumbbells. Let's go 2 dumbbells. We have just 2 exercises to go. Just regular squat, goblet with 1, with 2, body weight, whatever you prefer. There we go, 40 seconds. Still keeping nice tall chest. Continuing to breathe here for 20. Last one. 3, 2, 1. And I believe last exercise here, half kneeling, shoulder press with our left hand, right knee is up. Getting ready in 5 seconds. All right, here we go. So find a pace that works for you. Remember to keep breathing. 20 seconds. Shake it out. 10 seconds to go. See if we can get 2 more. Last one. All right. Nice job, everybody. We have made it. And in time for a cool down. Man. All right. Grab a drink. Quick little cool down. So, staying tall while we catch our breath. Let's start with a little shoulder stretch, as we just ended with those half kneeling presses. So we're grabbing one wrist or one forearm with our wrist, reaching it across. Nice gentle stretch across our body. And breathing. All right, alternate to the other side. Continuing to breathe, really extending those exhales. As I've mentioned before, getting into that more recovery state. Let's grab those triceps next. So grabbing one elbow, pulling it behind. Still keeping our chest nice and tall. And that one was a burner, I'd say. At least it was for me. All right, switch to the other arm. But yes, to reiterate, with building strength, building muscle, it's all about trying to give the proper intensity. So this was just one rep or one exercise at a time, and you only did it one time. So you really want to give it your all, almost to that max effort, the 8 out of 10, almost 9 out of 10 intensity. And then you can recover, because that's the last time that you do that exercise. All right, let's grab our lower body. Coming onto our back, we'll hit those hip flexors and those glutes. So extend the left foot over the right knee, reaching through that opening. And pulling gently towards you, perhaps. We'll switch to that other side. All right, and slowly coming up to sitting. We'll call that a day. That was your total body strength. And my name is Sam. Questions, feedback, witty comments, casual remarks, leave it in the chat. Otherwise, thanks for coming, everybody. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.